Knight. He can pick whatever he wants and he says, take me into the Kassadin.
So he says, hey, they've opted into all scaling. We need some kind of insurance policy.
He has the safety of picking this topside scuttle while Carson needs to be the one to be proactive, and he's doing it. On top of Crazy, now the escape as the searing charge is there, but he gets knocked away, flashed away. Matched by Carson as a cripple, and the match from 369. Sonic Wave resonating strike, and Yodong can't challenge. Level advantage for the Trundle. He doesn't use it on the pit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, realistically, I don't think they should be challenging for it regardless.
But Pillar's going to go up. Kaza has now hit 5 after that. The flay. Yuya Jar left on his lonesome. He does have flash. Burns it to get over the wall. And choke to us for a second. Kaza does have the Rift Herald in hand. And top of his board's a deep here. Chocho. Maybe on the wrong side of this battle as the Tempered Fate used, but not before the Death Sentence comes out. Sonic Wave into the bullet time. Resonating strike, but it is interrupted. Not before top esports have their way with Yodong as Ruby tries to get the shuffle back as Chocho dodges away from it. He'll die, but he can't get into the magical journey. It's the wrong way. Ruby on the backside, the cripple is going to kill him with Wuji. Now getting turned on as well. Knight ready to jump back in as Lei has to flash over the wall. The Death Sentence short to the right. That's it.
I feel like mechanics are the only thing that even kept TES.
Whoa, and it's still going. Lei's going to die too. Dark Passage out. Fight shows us, yeah. Kaza back in form for sure.
And this guy is both an LMS champion, an LPL champion. The Faker one's always hard, right?
The Faker 3 World Champions thing's pretty big.
Yeah.
Tempered Fate's here again. Chocho, can he take the Dark Passage? Not if they're on top of it. Jung Wooji is spinning to win, grabbing him down, and Chocho just has to fight his way out, which at this point isn't possible. Really nice.
You can just walk up top and maybe even go threaten this on the second turret. I wouldn't actually.
You're bullet time available, but won't use it for now until everyone else comes on in. The Tempered Fate used, but the Pillar pushes him out of it. Dark Passage just to save him in case as his second item with the Rod of Ages. So you still get a huge mid to late game for the individual player that's always carried these games. Remember, scaling or no, Knight has been the player to subvert expectations.
Preferably with Knight on a side lane and look for a pick.
Like Yodong's doing with Ruby at this point. The shuffle backwards, dodge away from Knight, which is nice, but now he has to make the grand escape. Second Rift Walk going to be over the wall, but Lei's on his way as that ulti sends him back into the team. He's burning down. All they need is a couple of more autos. The flash forward, the chomp down. Knight against the wall, and Yodong wants to give it over to Ruby. What a guy, because that's a big shot. It's gone. I mean, Severin with Crescendo. Now Carson needs a big steal. The ultimate, though, from Lei. It's secured by Rogue Warriors. They turn for the fight, but this is just a disengage. Slow down on Carson 369 as Knight jumps on in. Rogue Warriors are sped up, and they're out. Lei, that was the play.
That was absolutely beautiful. He's looked great on this Bard this series, and not this series, this game. This isn't quite a series yet, but
so the dynamic massively. Look at the side lanes built up here. Knight's going to be backing away while two members hit down on this bottom lane turret. Ruby and Yodong having a great time.
Imagine being a Kassadin in this position where you feel like you have to go and answer waves. You're not answering waves, you're a Kassadin. So Rogue Warriors in a great spot. They're going to be able to take this Dragon for free, which is why they're not even concerned about it right now. If you're Rogue Warriors, you don't even care about Dragon.
Oh, but Yanja is actually caught on out. Knight jumps in. Teleport's going to be used as well. He flashes away immediately, but that's going to give them access to the turret. Yodong walks up once again.
And once again, they could try and set up a side because it's always all about not giving TS the opening. It's going to be ridiculous. You're going to have so many more options to engage with Crazy.
Already got 20% as the engage here for Kaza. Going to kick back Yodong once again. This is the 3 versus 1 as the Ignite goes down. They will kill him in the end. A good pick to halt this staying grouped here as well. A great pillar placement behind the turret as Rogue Warriors are just walking up and again. Lei hits the 2-man. Tempered Fate. Golden again as the bullet time maybe disrupts here, but Yujanja is just dead while Knight gets clapped. Redemption comes down a little bit too late as this trade-off here is so much better for Rogue Warriors yet again.
Okay, Bard's meta, dude. Bard is meta, my friend.
Oh, what gave it away? Inhibitor turret going down. Big death timer here for Yujanja. He's 15 seconds away from coming up. Inhibitor goes down with TP to the backside. Knight has movement speed boost, and now he wants to jump onto Rogue Warriors. They think something's up. There were a couple of ults used while 369 has his World Ender available. Okay, the jump in first onto Knight. They turn for the engage, but a bit too far forward. The kick goes backwards. Low health bars as Ruby starts hitting Knight pretty hard. Runs away. Has the Sun Turret to build the space here as Kaza into the back line. Needs to find his way, but he doesn't have the kick available. Low health bars again to be reiterated on Rogue Warriors. Kaza wants his way in.
Tempered Fate is up once again for Lei, though.
But a magical journey.
They just start baiting around that Baron and look for the fight.
Was used before when they tried to flank them before they got out with the magical journey.
Clean, but as Rogue Warriors, you wait like 30 more seconds, they're back up, you look for it again.
Lei's looking though with the magical journey onto Yuyanjia, who lands with the box, wants to flay as well, but he's getting hit hard. And Lei picks up the kill with the help of his AD carry. Rogue Warriors with a numbers advantage, but they've just collapsed. The Wombo on top is all Top Esports needed. Great ult from Ruby, but never mind that. They charge.
And they funneled into a choke point, and they found such a great position for 369 Karsa and Knight to jump in all at the same time. And you don't have no disengage tools open, and even if you did, just where you are on the map wouldn't allow you to use it anyway.
And after the praise goes to Rogue Warriors, now it must to Top Esports.
Look for Rogue Warriors. You have Ornn and Bard.
And Chocho's called out. Call the Forge God here onto the AD carry. He flashes away, exhausted down. The knockup doesn't come through, but he's still dead. 4 versus 5 for 50 seconds. The push is on from 9.
Ornn and Trundle can just tank this. That's why. This is why I said TS's comp still looks hard, because Crazy can just always come, and they have those 2 options available to just keep going. And just ignore sides.
All they have to do right now is continue forward. The 4 versus 5 is here. Castle looking for the kick. He finds it onto the AD carry. Jungwooji though ult before he dies, and Ruby with the shuffle back may have secured this game. Not until 369 jumps on in though. The Aatrox is still pretty massive as Crazy gets the knockback. Top Esports defend as Crazy's launched on yet again by Kaza. Crippled down, but the Sun Turret is still there. Lei looking for the Cosmic Binding, finds it, the knockup underneath the turret, which gets destroyed. The ultimate this time here from Crazy misses as Rogue Warriors are still getting destroyed by 369. The Tempered Fate, is it good or bad? I'm not sure at this point. Either way, Crazy's dead, and he will take Yuyanjia with him.
Yeah, and overall, honestly, I feel like Jungwooji, you're trying to keep TS away from you.
All right, but Kaza might actually be caught out here again. Ultimate use that might save his life, or rather, secure his death. Shut down here for Rogue Warriors. They've found the jungler in front of the Cloud Soul as Knight now has to jump back in the pit, but low health bars. He's over the wall. This Kassadin has scale, but in the middle, can he get out with the Dark Passage? Yes, but locked on down with Gravitum. He's burning, he's ticking, he's out with the Rift Walk, rather limp. At this point, the death sentence lands, but they're chasing someone else's. Chocho is going to go down to Ruby. We're looking at the wrong camera. Take us elsewhere, because Rogue Warriors have found crucial members, and Ruby is feeling himself here on this Azir. Forward he goes onto Yuyanjia, and forward Rogue Warriors go to end this game.
Yeah, this looks like it should just be over.
But Top Esports want to get the flank done, but onto the Nexus. The focus is here, and Rogue Warriors shuffle them back. The focus, the priority, it's there, but on top of the Nexus, they just need to auto Jungwooji. Can't get it in time. Minion destroyed. Top Esports, hold on.
Are they going to be able to go for the end themselves? They have 40 seconds. Okay, I'm a bit too hyped from that last play. Crazy's coming up. They still have all inhibitors open.
A lot of turrets there as well. Padding on the base. Sir, let's reset. Are there any wards in front of that Nexus?
I don't think so.
There are not. No teleport available
so Ruby
either.
Not going to be able to go for any kind of crazy play.
But
I wonder. No, there's no way they can
20
go for
seconds
this, right?
on Ruby, 5 seconds on Yodung, and Lei is in 10. He has the Tempered Fate.
I think as long as Crazy and Yodong, okay, cool.
Yeah.
As long as they aren't over ambitious, they should be fine.
Okay. Rogue Warriors, their first game of the split, they're doing it again, much like they did against IG. Wasn't their first game, excuse me, but it was one of them.
I think all of us who were watching at home remember Urine Dag this series.
Yuyanjia, it's one mistake that dictates this game as the ultimate lands again. The Tempered Fate with Call the Forge God landed on top of 369's coming in for the flank. They're targeting the support, and Ruby has miss-ultied. Knight jumps in, the bullet time takes down Lei, and Rogue Warriors have flubbed this one up as on top of Crazy in the backline. 369 wants to take down Jungwooji, but Aphelios heals it up. He's still alive. Look at Jungwooji. It's Knight versus him. Onto the backline, the Kassadin's there. Knight does it again. A triple, make it his second quadra as 369 takes that away. Top Esports can't be stopped.
Top Esports completely capitalizing on Rogue Warriors' mistakes, and dead timers are too long. This game should be over.
Into the base, Rogue Warriors were one hit away from that Nexus. Game 1 has launched this series into overdrive. They'll take down the inhibitor, and here comes the turrets next.
This game was just a complete skill test for TES, though.
And Knight jumped out of its shadow and said, if you say skill, it's me as a mid laner along side 369. Game 1 only just in the bag.
You know, this game is just
I can't wait for. In the bottom lane, we're going for safety, though. We've got a support last pick into the Yuumi Lucian.
Yeah, that's really... So this is one of the most oppressive duos you can have.
Going to get the slowdown. That means Chocho knows he's getting spotted out. The red buff starts. The tug of war. As Kaza, as it's might available, he secures it. Level 2 here, but he's already put down the flag, so he can't get the drag. As now in it comes and over. That's what it could be with first blood going.
Here, it's a bit of a skill matchup, but I'm going to pause because we actually see Knight heading towards the bot lane.
Level 5 here, doesn't have the Moonfall available, but might not need it with the flash because Jungwooji's been caught out. He's going forward with the Yuumi. The heal being burnt by Chocho is now from Jungwooji too. Lei jumps back on to help with the shield. The cleanse comes through and Knight almost forces him to die. Exhausted back to pillar against the walls. Yodong a bit lost here, but Ruby's coming in as well. Kaza going to get spotted out, trying to stop the LeBlanc.
And you could see, they just realized, I think it just hit Jungwooji like, hey, wait. I can't just walk in because they really have no follow-up with him being that low, so Yodong not being able to get anything done.
He is coming back in, but top Esports should be able to get a turret plating here. Jungwooji's getting healed up, but at this point, it's way too slow. Is against the wall. Bit of damage, but Knight jumps on in. Disrespectful from Jungwooji. Knight takes 2 bits of turrets as Chocho does the exact same. And Rogue Warriors thrive in this chaos as the Cyclone to come down and secure Yu Yanjia. Kaza now caught out as well. Ruby behind him. Lei may go down, but Rogue Warriors have turned this one around.
Holder play.
Start the game off as Yodong wants to get busy, but they're not going to let him. 3 versus 2 until Holder comes over the wall. He's been spotted out. He doesn't have the Cyclone, but he might have a bit of the damage as the all-in comes from top Esports. But Kaza dead before the fight starts as it's a 1-for-1. In comes 369 to turn it into a 1 versus 1. Also on the side, Knight picks up Ruby. With no mid laner, no hope it seems for Rogue Warriors as Holder can't trade a damn thing. A double kill over to Knight. 2 more kills and he'll die while Herald goes towards the top side.
They're going to get dove. Yodong is here.
Kaza has ulti available. Knight's just going to go on to Ruby once again to stop the back. The chains miss. Knight doesn't care about the turret shots until Holder comes in. This is cheeky. See if he gets punished for it. Forward he'll go. Flashes away. Cyclone is available with flash. Knight might be dying here with chain landing down. Is this his deathbed? Cyclone into the air, but Knight survives until he doesn't. 700 gold over the side of Holder while Kaza almost dies as well. The last chapter flies through the air. It's Nash's a double. Tooth as a second item. Level 9 Diana with ultimate available again.
Now this is...
Might have been called out. Kaza's going to get locked on down, dodging away. Everyone going in. Holder again spins to win as True Shot Barrage blinds them through. Remember, Holder's the most fed member. Gets onto the backline on top of Kaza where Cataclysm comes on down and Knight is still pretty healthy. The shutdown gets returned with the Moonfall, sending Ruby over the wall with a flash. The Lost Chapter over the top. Ruby at least picks up 1, but Knight still healthy enough to re-engage the fight. He picks up a double, and this cat is out of the bag. Smacked down by 369.
Wow, Knight has 2 finish.
I mean, Rogue Warriors are again shut out of this game. After what was success in punishing Knight and Holder picking up kills, well, we'll find out how much further it goes because Dragon's been taken down. Ruby teleported in. 369 with a great flash, now looking to re-engage the Death Grasp. Ruby jumps on back in voluntarily, but he's at half health with Holder coming in with the ult D. Can 369 go down? Yes. Big shutdown here for Rogue Warriors as Kaza is close to dying as well. But the re-engage makes it a 1-for-1 as Knight. He's looking towards the solo kill on the top side.
He's
Ruby.
Yeah, I think Ruby's dead.
Yeah, distortion used. In goes Knight. Moonfall down. And it's like a James Bond film. You know that the villain is always going to die, but how long? As Knight jumps back, uses the flash to get the kill, and Yodong could be next, locked into the Cataclysm, but has a turret available. Won't be following up the Moonlight this time around. Ruby drops yet again. As, okay, we're re-engaging. And Yodong is the target underneath the turret. You know what? They might just take both.
God. Oh, against anyone in the straight-up 1v1. He could probably even 1v2 most of the members on that team.
I'm waiting for that Magi's to come through. He's going to back now with Rift Herald getting the shove topside. That gold lead, if anyone cares, is at 6k. Wait, I can't count. Almost 6,000. Will be after Chocho gets his turret. And we're looking at Knight on the bottom of the screen. That is the, I assume that's
get to the back line. You're fine.
So, top Esports have to int or Mountain Soul.
I just love when we see like small instances
About
of.
to have.
Yeah, let's see.
Sorry.
Okay, nothing's gonna happen. I love when we see like the small instances of some like basic wave manipulation and how you bully out the enemy mid laner when he did get that good recall, TP'd back in with where the wave was, and it put a lot of pressure on Ruby to where, okay, can I back now, or do I need to try and distortion into this wave and, you know, clear it out instantly, then TP? And
like even now, we're looking at this. Moonfall comes in. He's 1v3. Golden will he go? As Holder will spin. Knight still at half health, though, and Holder, I think he's just going to die. True Shot Barrage helps out the flash away because he is in the death realm as Knight's chasing up this Trundle. Good night. That's what this game feels like, as Chung Wooji should not be here. And the Yuumi will die as well. Another double.
See, this is the champion kills per minute Rogue Warriors that we were missing.
Yeah, just the other way, I'm sure. Is I think 369 could 1v2, but he doesn't have the Death Realm, of course, to make it a little bit better for himself. Ruby, that is just a clone, but Holder might not be able to take this up. The W needed for 369 as Ruby, a good dodge away. The Death Grasp almost kills Holder.
If he could have gotten one more W off, right, he probably would have been able to win out.
WQ, and he probably gets both of them. So, 369, it takes that much to kill him. The rest of Top Esports, they picked up the Baron. Jung Wooji might be caught out here. Yu Yanja is nearby as well, and Chocho's doing so much damage. Versus 2, I think they're fine. Jung Wooji has to flash away. Everyone chasing as Ruby will get the Yuumi. Thankfully, there is a trade as Ruby tries to outplay. That was close, but Yu Yanja.
I guess Ninja Tabbies or something like that, but even whatever his 5th item would be.
Sorry, I'm just pausing because Knight has found himself a 1 versus 2, but Yeonang's kind of just caught it out. Protobelt used. No one's very close to doing that again. 7 kills is not much to ask for with how big this Diana is.
I feel like 7 kills might be a lot for how much longer I expect this game to last.
Well, let's find out, because Knight will be diving in shortly if Rogue Warriors stick around to defend this turret, which is now gone. 12k gold lead. This is a competitive game, but Top Esports are making it look like, I don't know, at MSC. We had blind pick and all we got was Varus versus Varus, right? Yeah, Ruby's going to die here. There is no doubt in my mind.
I'm disappointed that FPX didn't, that they lied.
Why not mirror it? That would have been fun.
I agree. Oh, the only mirror matches we got were Varus. That's what's exciting.
We didn't get that. We got blind pick for the first time in like a competitive. In how long? How long has it been since OGM blind pick? 20.
Pawn is going to be an analyst for the LCK.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Obviously not for the English broadcast.
Kind of exciting. I was hoping he'd come back to EDG. Let's see this game end now, because Top Esports, we've been waiting for it a while, and Rogue Warriors have kind of just been waiting themselves. As Knight jumps on in, this guy has 13 kills, and we might not see the 19 lyric, but we will see Knight destroy Holder after he picks up a kill himself. It's been okay that Rogue Warriors have survived this long, but all good things must come to an end as Top Esports wipe them clean.
Oh, God. I don't know if this was a good thing, but what's a good thing is that Chocho comes into the roster. They have no Jackie Love, and they're still able to get I'll say a convincing 2-0. Who cares about Game 1?
Game 1 is in the past. Game 2 is convincing enough. Chocho had a great performance alongside Yu Yanjia. And for Top Esports, this is the start that FPX didn't get earlier on. A 2-0 to kick off the 2020 summer.
And I'd say you'd argue Rogue Warriors, no, let's not even talk about now. It's a better team than LNG was in spring. So what should be a harder team, TES did much better than FPX did with a sub-80 carry who's actually not an 80 carry anymore. Even in solo queue, he's still playing support.
Oh, really? Well, that's kind of funny. Top Esports taking their first bow. And I will say, you know, like, that game was over at 15 minutes, or 10, 15 minutes, but let's talk a little bit about Kaza. Kaza, who, in both these games, had exemplary performances. We're
just seeing from both him and Knight. They're both playing so well. It's so hard not to just continuously praise them in this series because Game 1, Karsa's Lee Sin was so clean, setting up so many of those plays. Obviously, Knight following up with the casted in this game. Knight just playing the Diana lane so well, bringing that pressure across the map, and was so far ahead. We just saw... Again, he was diving turrets when he shouldn't have, was sitting in between turrets when he should have, but he was so far ahead it didn't matter.
The disrespect didn't really pay anything for Rogue Warriors. I will say for Rogue Warriors, Game 1 showed us a lot more than we expected. Game 2 showed the difference between what we think is the top tier team, or at least top 2, and a team that's outside the bubble, or could be approaching the top 8 bubble.
And you even, like, there's not too much to say about 369 Chocho or Yuyanja this game, because we saw so many times the camera would pan back to them and they're just sitting in their lane farming, getting free turret plates while the whole of Rogue Warriors is trying to fight off Karsa and Knight.
Oh, we see 369 in the fight as a good example, kind of flourishing alongside Knight. There's always that grouping element that makes top esports.
I love 369. I'll say first or second best top laner in the league. But this game, when you got like up 30 CS and like 5 turret plates from the fact that Holder had to continuously go and try to bail out his team. Yeah. Well, when you come into the team fight with an item advantage, it's like, you know, you're gonna win.
Holder was really trying to keep up Rogue Warriors.
Holder did his best, man. Yeah. Holder did his absolute best.
A bit of a shame in the end, but good from top esports. And I mean, how do you break down that game? You don't. It's done and dusted. I guess we can talk about the future for top esports here, because this Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, we have the most stellar match you can think of, because this Sunday we have JDG and top esports going head-to-head. That's the important part here.
Even to open that day, we're starting with IG versus Sunni.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a really hype matchup to start the day. Then moving into TES versus JDG, the spring finals rematch. It's going to be awesome, and I hope you all join us.
I expect that series to go to 3 games. I expect the revenge of top esports to be on the table, because top esports, as of recently, have looked like the better team. The only question is, will they have Jackie Love for that series?
Which you would expect and hope they do, because it's going to be, again, that's going to come down to a lot of, I'd say, pride for both teams to kind of prove you can show up. And I'd be really disappointed if TS, which it's a health reason, right? It's not in Jackie Love's control. But if you are kind of fluked out of, let's say they then lose to JDG, and then we have this asterisk on the series, the whole split.
They did say a couple of days.
Yeah.
So it leads me to believe that it won't be for the weekend. So Tuesday today, Sunday for the JDG match of the week as well, that Lyric and I will be casting.
Let's move over to Rogue Warriors for a second to give them that sign-off that you love to give teams, and that even with a different jungler, I honestly think we got standard Rogue Warriors. We saw one of their classics where they are able to bring a team to the brink, and then you see their late game shot calling, you know, coin flip them into a win or a loss, you know, IG and RG last split, 1 win, 1 lose.
Sure.
And then you see one game like this game where they draft this comp which wants a ton of action, and then once again it's a coin flip. They'll either snowball on you or they'll get snowballed themselves.
And kind of throw it all up in the air.
So I'll say same old Rogue Warriors, even with, you know, a bit of a different flair with Yodong coming into this roster.
I mean, there's still real potential here. Going up against top esports, it might skew the, I guess, performance a bit. Like Game 2 was so run out of control, and that's the weakness of...
You expect the coin to flip the bad side against top esports, because the mechanical play is just there.
I look at this series and I say Game 1, if you want to take something away from Rogue Warriors, is a great game to sit on, because that was a very competitive game. A couple of mistakes when it counted, which might actually separate them from a top 8 team.
This team will probably be the same as in spring, where they have a chance of beating anyone. We saw that in Game 1. No matter who they face, Rogue Warriors is always going to be the kind of team like, well, who knows what could happen.
So, sign off of Rogue Warriors. That's great. Crazy and Holder, similar top lane.
Kind of the same.
Kind of the same top laners. Yodong had a, okay performance.
Yeah, I don't think it was much better or worse than what Haro would have done.
He was outclassed by Karsa, but I think that's just Karsa up here, Yodong there. So we'll see. Rogue Warriors are a very interesting team, and again, that Game 1 you need to go back and watch. But after Game 2, I'm now convinced that top esports, I mean, disrespect aside, probably still the best team here in the LPL. Coming up to Sunday, that will be confirmed or denied.
I was going to say, right, the cool thing about TES is we're going to learn right away, like, kind of where's this team at? Because a 2-0 and 0-2 or, somewhere in between is going to be very telling for their strength level, and are they potential LPL champions this split? Things like this.
Okay. OMG LGD, by the way, after that as well. So I think for top esports, this will be like a big bang of a start into keep the wins
Let's
coming.
Be honest, though, against TES, when you compare most teams by name, they're not going to look like favorites. You're going to expect TES to win.
Not even close.
We're